How you doing, and welcome to Need the Real Music. I'm Ed, and here are some Bassics. What we're doing is continuing our look at the key of C major today, and we're going to be working on a D Dorian scale that alternates between 5th and 4th position. Before we get started, please remember to subscribe and ring the bell so you know when your next lesson is coming. I am trying to grow this channel, so every subscription helps tremendously. So let's take a look at our D Dorian scale. What we're going to be doing is working in 5th position. So our fingers are going to be locked in 5, 6, 7, and 8. There will be an occasion where we drop into our 4th position at one point, but most of the time you will be playing in your 5th position. We're going to start with the note D, played with my 1st finger on my 5th fret of my 3rd string. Next we will use E, 3rd finger, 7th fret of my 3rd string, F, 4th finger, 8th fret of my 3rd string. Now we're going to go down a string. G, 5th fret with my 1st finger on my 2nd string, A, 3rd finger on my 7th fret of my 2nd string. Now here's where we're going to drop back to 4th position. This is the note B, and it's played with my 1st finger on my 4th fret of my 1st string. And what we're going to do is use my 1st finger again to move us back into 5th position. For the note C, you played with my 1st finger on my 5th fret of my 1st string, and last will be D. This is my 3rd finger on my 7th fret of my 1st string. Let's take a look at that one more time. D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D. This idea of using one finger to go in between positions is very common. So it's something that you really shouldn't be too bothered by. Just get used to it. Let's try playing this with a little time and a tab. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's try that with the tab. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what we're going to do is practice this idea descending. So we're going to start with my 3rd finger on my 7th fret of my 1st string, D. Next will be 1st finger, 5th fret, 1st string, C. And we're going to do the same idea where we drop back with my 1st finger to my 4th fret of my 1st string, B. From here you're going to need to stretch because you want to use your 3rd finger on your 7th fret of your 2nd string, A. After that will be 1st finger, 5th fret of your 2nd string, G. Up a string to 4th finger on my 8th fret, F. Then you're going to go to your 3rd finger of your 7th fret of your 3rd string, E. And last will be your 1st finger on your 5th fret of your 3rd string, D. Let's go through all of that one time. So we have D, C, B, A, G, F, E, D. Let's try playing that with a little time and a tab. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's check that out with a tab. 1, 2, 3, 4. So last but not least, we're going to play the whole thing ascending and descending, stopping on our high note twice. So it should sound like this. D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, D, C, B, A, G, F, E, D. Let's try that with some time and a tab. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now with the tab. 1, 2, 3, 4. As you learn ideas like this, they might seem confusing to learn each one of these ideas individually. But remember, for each mode or each scale that you learn, there is a corresponding chord that works alongside it. So as you get more comfortable with these ideas, you will start to see them used over certain chords. If you enjoy lessons like this, please remember to subscribe and ring the bell. If you really enjoy lessons like this, consider joining my Patreon, where I go into a lot more detail. There, we're going to be going over ideas that use chord patterns and these scale ideas in order to create really nice things to work on and help you practice your soloing. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below. Compliments are nice, but questions let me know that you're working on these things. Good luck and good practice.